Good people, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we have a breaking news for you, and it has to do with the visit of the legal team to Nnamdi Kanu's detention at the DSS. Now, the info that they have brought out is quite troubling, and it requires a lot of prayer, for now. And you'll be so shocked that some of the court orders that have been given, according to his lawyer, barrister Ejiofor, he said that these guys did not honor any of them, talking about the DSS. Also made mention of the case of food. That one is a new one, which you just need to listen to the news to the end. Now, let's just go straight to the news because I know that a lot of people are itching to hear. But before we do that, if not subscribed, just hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our video. All right, let's look at the news in detail. Update on a routine visit to our indefatigable client, Oyendu Nnamdi Kanu, at the headquarters of the Department of State Services, today, the 28th day of April 2022. In line with the court-ordered guideline, we conducted the routine visit to our indefatigable client, Oyendu Nnamdi Kanu, at the DSS headquarters today. Pertinent concerns on legal matters of engaging urgency were frankly discussed with Onyendu, and the outcome were fruitful. Onyendu continued use of same clothing is increasingly worrisome as the DSS personnel have blatantly denied him change of clothing in their usual flagrant disobedience of court order. Recall that at the last adjourned date being the 8th day of April 2022, this issue was raised and the judge ordered that Onyendu's clothes should be taken along by the DSS after the proceeding and should be promptly handed over to him upon their return to DSS facility. Unfortunately, it is utterly disheartening to note that up until the time of our visit today, Onyendu have not been handed those clothes for a change. Despite clear and unequivocal directive from His Lordship to the DSS lawyers to ensure that the court order is obeyed, the DSS, in their usual style, roundly ignored and treated it with utmost disdain, so they are yet to comply with this recurrent court order requiring Onyendu's change of clothing. We were also reliably informed by Onyendu that his meals are no longer served regularly. Onyendu barely eats once in a day, and this situation is not helping his deteriorating medical condition. The DSS personnel have remained adamant with the manner in which they treat court order with levity and disdain, which is totally unacceptable, as no one is above the law anywhere in the world. Be assured, Chineke, that we in the legal team are not resting in our hours towards ensuring that these infractions are addressed with immediate effect, consistent with his nature of gratitude. Onyendu thank you all, millions of his supporters, and Ezigbo Chineke for relentlessly standing tall. It was not taken for granted by Onyendu. Also, Onyendu specifically requested that I inform you all that you are in his prayers always too. Above all, he requested that you should all be assured that it will end in victory in no distant time. Thank you all and remain blessed. Ezigbo Chineke. Signed, Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor Esquire, IPOB Lead Counsel, 28 April 2022. My God, this is another situation by itself. Refusal to give him food and also refusal to allow him change clothing. And this has triggered a lot of reactions. And, this guy, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, has not really come out to talk the way he just talked today, just to show you how unpleasant such information is to him, and also the legal team. I don't know what will be done for that issue to be corrected once and for all. And it tilting to food not being given to him on a regular basis is another issue of great importance. And, one must be careful not to take the laws into their hands because when that happens, it might have a spillover effect on the people who are patiently waiting. Now, let's just look at some of the reaction. This one says, may God continue to protect and preserve Nnamdi Kanu and our legal crew. I pray that God, in His infinite mercy, should send heavenly angels to feed Onyendu. He will not die, but will live to experience and enjoy the restoration of Biafra. He say, thank you, Ba, Ejiofor, and crew. God bless and strengthen you all for this struggle. It will end in victory, and all will hail Biafra. Another person here says, Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS suffering. Some persons will be talking about Igbo presidency. This person said that no election in Biafra land until Nnamdi Kanu is released unconditionally. God bless our legal team. God bless ESN. Another person here says, I pray and believe that Elohim Chukwukike Abiyama will put all the enemies of our leaders and Biafra freedom fighters in shame in no distant time from now. He say, another person here say, Chai, I'm so sad they are punishing him with food. God is watching. Tears, I know. God will feed him with heavenly manna, and very soon he will be free again in the name of Jesus. He say, one here says, that's why we call them the name we call them, because they don't keep laws. I pray in no distant time God will free him. Muhammadike, one of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. This one here say God will provide for him. God is your strength. Okay. Now one here says, sir, are we sure that the same DSS we will obey court orders should in case he is granted bail? Just asking, because we all see what happened during 0rdeal after granting him bail. This one said, God, please forsake us not at a time like this. Be with Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS custody. Feed him like you did to Elijah. My God, so much prayers here. I'm telling you, the level of support Nnamdi Kanu is getting from his people is really amazing, and it's really comforting. By the time he will come out and will come and see the level of support he has enjoyed thus far from the hands of these people, that's hands of his followers, he will be mightily shocked. And I know that most of them will be ready to do anything financial to restore his health in case he has any health difficulty. This one says DSS receive order from the presidency and not from court. So even if court decides to grant MNK bail, DSS won't allow him to go. Buhari is not interfering on judiciary. Why did he unconditionally remove CGN on Nogin and replace him with Tanko Muhammad? This one says, please let our comrades in Europe and America embark on massive protests to tell the world how British true Fulani controlled government are maltreating our leader despite numerous court orders. This is my own suggestion. Now one here says, very sad to hear that Nnamdi Kanu has not been allowed to change clothes after the order had been given by his lordship to the DSS. Something needs to be done about it. I mean, with some of these things that we're talking about, there's going to be more bigger issues coming up on the said day that he will be featuring again in the court. We are hopeful that everything will go well. I think that's how far I can read the comments. Just go to our comment section. What do you think will happen in the nearest future with some of these development coming up at a sensitive time like this?